Hello, club members, and welcome to the Nine Lives Horror Club. I already forgot our intro because it's a bonus, and we don't have an actual
It's not
intro
really
for
intro,
bonus
it's really
days.
stressful.
And my brain totally just buffered. Welcome to the Nine Lives Horror Club, where we analyze and break down horror movies to discuss the real life horrors we're all too scared to talk about. I'm Cheyenne. Not really antagonizing Ben today.
No, maybe. When you talk about Conjuring,
Really
yeah.
not.
I'm bit, and I usually bring overly passionate hot takes about horror films, but we are not doing that today.
Oh, you might. I feel like you easily could with this one.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. And today is your May bonus episode, and we are going to talk about our history with horror.
Yay!
A bit of a get to know us episode this month. Woo! But before we dive into it, Ben, we don't really do spooky rants, but I have something on
I
my
know
spirit.
you definitely want to rant because yep.
You don't even know what I want to rant
I am
about.
100% positive you're going to rant about your mistake.
No, that's going to be tomorrow when we
my
record
bad.
the movie
My bad.
episode.
My bad.
My rant today is a real world rant, so we'll keep it cute and short and not too sweet. Ben, I'm sure you've seen the debacle about how the president is trying to pay the January 6th insurrectionists.
I did, and now that I think about it, I think that we were both there. You know,
I think we might have been there actually.
Been there, so
I just think I was climbing that building, baby.
I lifted you up. I remember.
yeah, we teamwork. That was it's such a cool and fun thing for him to try and do.
Crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's absurd. And it's just what's really, there are so many cherries on top of this cake, but one of them is that we're at this moment coming upon Memorial Day weekend, which famously is to
by the time this comes
remember
out, after Memorial Day weekend.
Right. But you and I right now and this real world issue are occurring coming into Memorial Day weekend, which is one of the holidays in which we remember fallen service men and women. And so leading into this holiday, Trump said, you know what I want to do instead of like contributing to veteran programs or helping them in any way on Memorial Day weekend.
The real heroes, insurrectionists.
I think the shaman guy actually should be a millionaire.
Oh my God.
And I don't think that like we have the audience where we need to remind people why they should be mad about that. But in addition to why we should be mad about it in general and the reasons I just gave, just a cute reminder that he fired like a huge chunk of the American population. He laid him off, which saved him money, and that's where your paycheck is going.
I was not aware.
You were like me, that is where your paycheck went, right there. So, well, that's where he's trying to put it anyway. So
that shit's crazy.
I don't really have anything else to say. I just needed to talk about it.
It's truly one of the most ridiculous things ever. It's one thing that was like, we're going to forgive them for committing a crime. But then another to go, we're going to pay them for it. We're going to pay them for it.
What? I don't understand. But yeah, so I just keep remembering that little fact. And I will say, who knows how it will actually pan out, but I did see that King of the Creeps himself, Mitch McConnell, actually had a spine for a second and was like, "We're not doing this."
I'm honestly surprised he's still alive.
You know what? One thing about that man, he gonna keep kicking. He's gonna keep going. So to move past that, I don't have any smooth transitions. I don't have any inspiring words. All I can say is, Ben, tell me about your horror journey as we go through a horror journey in real life.
Of course, it pales in comparison, honestly.
It's fine. This is the fun part of the podcast.
So yeah, I have for a long time had a deep love for horror and horror films. I think they're great. I really think it started with my parents, who I think I told you before. Just they listened to
Please,
an episode, so if you're
please
listening
share.
now, hi. But growing up, my parents really liked to scare me and my siblings. I'm talking
Famously.
tapping on the window while we were in bed. I
Mm-hmm.
distinctly remember one time I had my bed positioned in a way so my head was right by a door.
Oh,
And because it was a weird house, our bedroom had three doors going into it. One from the hallway, one from the bathroom, one from the guest room. We're talking like military housing, and it was like a nurse's quarters, I
mm-hmm.
think, or something like that.
Interesting.
So all the rooms had a lot of doors. And like, so my bed positioned right by one of them, and my dad would slowly, talking like I was staring at it and could barely tell it was moving until I was like, there's something happening. There's something happening there. And I could make out an eye, and we're screaming, running out. And he was just like, what are you talking about? Nothing that happened. You know, they loved doing shit like that. They also love to do it with
Crazy.
horror movies as well. Like, watched way too many, way too young, I think. The Grudge, I watched one scene of The Grudge. I remember talking about this on our Grudge episode, where a woman got into the bed, and I was too young for that, and I was so scared. It stuck with me. Um,
Yeah.
Hellraiser, Bloodline. This I distinctly remember. Watched. My dad actually called me and my brother in for this scene. I just walk into it. Me and my twin brother. My dad said, "Hey guys, come here." And if you've probably not seen Hellraiser Bloodlines, I don't think. It's bad. It's a bad movie. We should cover Hellraiser eventually because I
Hellraiser.
love Hellraiser.
That's Pinhead, right?
hmm
Okay. I don't. I only watch the ones that you made me watch.
Bloodlines is the third one, I think. When it starts getting no, Bloodlines is the fourth one when it starts getting when it's really bad. The third one is when it starts getting dumb. The fourth one is when it gets really bad.
The third one's when it starts getting dumb.
hmm
Okay.
Fourth one really
Hmm.
bad. In it, they go to space in it, but there's another scene where there are these two night guards who don't even look alike, but of course, they encounter Pinhead, and Pinhead does his thing where he has to torture them to death, and he twists their faces together in a horribly like painful looking way. And my dad called me, my twin brother, in, and he said, "Hey, those two guards, that's you and your brother." And I'm like, "What?"
Oh my god.
So really getting that trauma. And so I think at a certain point, I was like, I want to watch these movies to, you know, look back at those moments. And now I realize how dumb they were. And I'm like, none of these scenes were even scary.
Okay, but like, how old were you when that happened?
the That one probably 8-ish, like
Oh my
maybe
god.
9 or 10, maybe 9 or 10.
That's not better.
It's not.
10's like the most better, obviously, but it's not good.
And I think just when movies started streaming, I was like, I can just throw a movie on. I love just throwing a movie on, and I
Okay.
realized I love throwing a bad horror movie on because it's
Yeah, that is a good
so
time.
there's so many of them. They're so easy to
Yeah.
make. And
Mhm.
some
Do
like
you
they're
remember
great.
I'm s I'm so sorry. I do need to go on a quick tangent
Of
with you
course.
because I've been trying to think of what this movie possibly could be because I want us to cover it. Do you remember? Uh, Kyle was down for something. We watched some movie and it was like the babushka lady and her little group would walk around with their little rocks that they smacked together. And then the really hot guy on the train was there and he played like a flute or
Oh, of course
something.
I know what you're talking about. Of course. No, Cheyenne, you were talking
Does
about
that movie have a name?
yes, it's called Beyond the Gate 3, I believe. And it's amazing. That's an amazing film.
Can you put it on the list? Because I
I
really want to
don't
cover that one.
remember any rocks that you're talking about, but yes,
It's something they were
of
like banging
course.
together.
I'll go add it to this right now because that is a
That movie was
phenomenal
so
film.
fun. The movie was so fun.
Yeah,
Uh,
Beyond the Gate 3.
when we saw the train crash on one side of the lake and then we jumped and it was on the other side of the
No,
lake.
I honestly, I think that movie is phenomenal. I think that is actually a really good movie, and I will stand by that. And I think it needs to be remade. I'm so serious they need to remake that movie.
Do you mean the movie is good or like the thought of the
I
movie
think
is good?
all of it's good. I think I genuinely like that movie a lot.
Arguably, it's not good.
I and here's the thing: we definitely need to cover it because I would argue it's really good.
My God. Okay,
This
we're gonna have to
we
add that to the list.
yes, we can't spend too much time talking about this because this is not a popular movie, I don't think.
Right.
But
Right.
Beyond the Gate
No.
3, if you are listening, you haven't seen it, go watch it. It is about a demon possessed train trying to like
Yes.
get
Yes.
a
Yes.
bride to Satan. So,
It's
cinematic.
so funny. It's so funny. Maybe that's like a week where we just don't do a poll. We're like, this is what you're
Oh,
getting
we're
this
getting Beyond the
week.
Gate 3.
this is what this is what we're feeding you. I am so sorry to derail you from
You're
your
fine.
history, but
What I think is
I
crazy is
had to ask while we were
yeah,
there.
and see when I say bad horror movies, that's not what I'm talking about. That was a good one.
I think it might be.
That was a good one. There are thousands of other like low budget bad horror movies out there where it's literally just a
That's
single
true.
set of people being scared. I'm thinking like The
Mhm.
Exam is a very good
Yep.
example of
Yeah, you are.
like, oh yeah, I can throw this movie on and it's gonna be bad. And
Mhm.
that's it.
and
And
that's
you're never upset by it. You're
it.
never mad, except for the exam. I was a little mad because I was bored. But for the most part, you go in, this is gonna be a silly, stupid movie. And you know that. It
Yeah.
doesn't ask you to care about the characters because it wants you to
No,
not
it
really
doesn't
care.
ask you to think.
They want you to think.
Mhm.
God, I love a low budget horror film. Mhm.
Slaughterhouse is a fun one.
So I think, yeah, I think once I hit like late high school, college, that's when I was like just putting these on, and I was like, wait, I'm having a really good time with all of these. I really felt myself
Mhm.
drawn, and I don't know why. I should explore this about myself. Like really over the top gore a lot of the time. Like I do love an over the top gory movie. I hate it.
Oh,
It freaks me out. I will scream and shout and have a bad time.
yeah, you do. It's really funny to watch you watch a movie like that.
What's so funny is like I think sometimes like if you get someone's like stomach slashed open and there's guts and whatever, I'm like whatever. But if there's a bone breaking, ooh, I don't like it. Ooh, I don't like it.
Oh yeah, you
I
hate
hate
that.
bone breaking.
You hate a you hate a bone, an eye, and a degloving
Oh,
situation.
why'd you say that? Why'd you say that?
Based on your reaction, I have no idea why I
Oh
would have
my
said
god.
that.
Oh my god.
Almost
Degloving.
like that's a great clip for me to use.
I hate degloving so much. God. Oh my god. Just thinking about it one
Mhm.
time made me pull
Mhm.
over and almost throw up on my way to work.
What? Why were you thinking about
Because I
it?
was thinking about the Stephen King movie Gerald's Game, where there is a degloving scene,
Oh,
which is the worst degloving scene I've ever seen in my life,
yeah, that was brutal.
and is horrifying to me.
Yeah, that one. That's the one I always think of.
Hmm.
Mhm, mhm.
Hmm. Hmm. But yes, I think that's where a lot of it comes from for me is like I want to try to confront a lot of these things, and then it just became easy. Throw on a movie, have a good time, move on to the next one, kind of vibes.
We love it. I do have to apologize to both you and the listeners. The visual side of my recording is like super choppy and laggy, so I have no visual cues to know when you are done or not done
You're
talking,
fine.
Ben.
You're fine. I'm like, just
So
listen to
I
my
just
voice.
keep nodding.
Just listen to my voice.
I am, but like I can't tell if you're just taking a pause or you're done. I don't want to interrupt, so I
Go ahead
keep
and
like
interrupt.
waiting. Well, is that your whole story? Are you done?
I think that's it.
Okay. So my history with horror is a bit.
Because I know you were not a fan of horror.
Mine's long. My history with horror is long. We've been through lots of eras together.
Oh my god.
I went to the gym this morning, and while I was on the treadmill, I made like my little list of things to talk about.
Wow, you're better than me.
Well, again, I have a very complex history with horror.
It was really messed up as you were mentioning the gym when I told you before we recorded that I did not go to the gym today.
Yeah, but nobody else knew that. You did not have to
But
out
no,
yourself.
you just brought up my trauma to kind of rub in my face.
No, I didn't. I was
My
just giving you
trauma of not going
context.
to the gym this morning and
You
probably
can literally
going,
go when we're
and I
done.
definitely will be.
So, okay, great. You solved your own trauma. You are your own hero. I'm so proud of you. So my journey with horror, Ben, started semi-similar to you with watching, and this was not limited to
Your parents
horror
would
by any means. This
traumatize you
was
and scare
just
you?
nope, not that far. But the watching stuff I had absolutely no business watching at the facilitation of my parents is the same.
I see nothing wrong with it. I think we
Because I'm
came
gonna
out
say
okay.
we did. And mine was not limited to horror. It was like full open to like murder, which falls under horror, but I mean like
like real life stuff.
action movies that had a lot.
Oh,
Yeah,
action movies. That's silly. That's who cares.
but it was beyond assessment. Here's real life. Here's basically a snuff film. Go ahead and watch this, kid.
That's valid, actually. That's too much.
But you know what? I didn't even consider that when I was making this list. So we're just gonna move past it. So I was watching things too young, horror movies too young, and like my first real like core memory of experiencing horror is something I've talked about on this podcast before. So if you've already heard it and you don't want to hear it again, I'm so sorry, but I'm bringing it back. And that is this stupid fucking woolly mammoth ass monster
You
that I
keep
can't
talking about
figure
this
out
woolly
what it
mammoth
is.
movie, and no one knows this woolly mammoth movie.
Nobody knows what it is. But if you haven't listened to my old thing, I do want to give you a little bit of context so you're not coming in the middle of like, what the fuck is she talking about? Some horror movie that my father was watching when I was little involved a scene of it was a group of people, and I'm going to tell you right now because I know the first two things that are going to come up is the woolly mammoth scary movie. It's not that, and it's not Cloverfield. Do not ask me if it's those two things. Not you, Ben. The people listening to
I'm
this
also looking it
podcast.
up because I'm gonna find this. Is it called The Thaw?
I have no idea what it's called. I'd have to see the monster to know. But anyways, the specific scene, the only one that I remember, group of friends, they're obviously surviving. They're trying to survive something. They come into a room that is like potentially a bar, somebody's house, something. And they are watching like a news clip on a black and white TV. All right. The movie is not black and white. That's another thing that comes up when I talk about this. The movie is not black and white. The people are watching a black and white TV. And it shows this monster thing. And I don't think that it actually looked like woolly mammoth, but in my tiny little child brain, I was like, that's like a fucked up woolly mammoth.
Okay.
And it was obviously massive. And it had, I don't know, like some kind of trunk esque appendage that was whipping and wailing around. And it scared the shit out of me. And I just would go, I would be out in the world, Ben. We'd be at like Logan's Steakhouse, and I'd just be in the bathroom and I'm like thinking about this monster. I was gonna come get my ass.
Could it be Mammoth? Is the movie called Mammoth?
I just said it's not that one. I just said that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm triggered. It's not that one.
Nothing's showing up.
I
Look up
know.
Mammoth horror except for Mammoth and the Thaw, which the Thaw does not seem like a woolly mammoth horror film.
So this is what I think it couldn't have been a woolly mammoth. It has to be more like a giant alien like Clover, but it's not Cloverfield.
It was like Arctic. It was like Arctic vibes.
No. He's like in a forest.
Then
There's
it's
like
definitely
trees.
not a woolly mammoth.
No, I know. I'm just saying the thing looked, in my mind, woolly mammoth-ish.
Movie with woolly mammoth. I'm looking this up like something's ever going to show up.
Woolly mammoth.
Is it Ice Age? Maybe you thinking of Ice Age?
The animated movies.
The second one was pretty scary because like they eat people.
No.
People die in the second one. That scared me.
So, anyways, this was the first thing that traumatized me as far as horror goes. And I'm still traumatized, but now because I can't figure out what it is.
It's gonna stick.
One day, Ben, we're gonna accidentally encounter it, and I'm gonna come on here and lose my ever-living mind.
Okay. This is unrelated to anything, but there is a GIF that I love to use. I don't think I've ever sent it to you, but it's a hilarious GIF of an angry wolf snarling. I love doing it of like anytime someone irritates me, I send that as like a stupid little like
stupid.
And I was watching.
That was me just now.
I was watching Ginger Snaps 2. No, sorry, the third Ginger Snaps movie. Which again, after the first one, what's the point? And it's so stupid. And I was watching this, and in it, I saw that it has the scene of the GIF, and it was the most insane moment of my life. I was so hyped.
Oh my god, did you lose it?
Of course I lost it. So I fully understand when you just encounter something that you're like, where did this come from?
Oh, riveting.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. I know that was going to hit for you.
And that's why I know that it wasn't Cloverfield, because I would have had that moment.
And when it does hit,
you know,
you're going to go, oh, what the hell?
What was I thinking? Okay, well, speaking of that, Ben, perfect transition to my next point. The second big memory I have with horror is the movie Signs. And I have told you this story before, Ben, and I flirted with it on the podcast, but I haven't spilled because I was saving it until we get to cover Signs.
Mm-hmm.
But now this bonus episode has arisen. And so let me tell y'all about my history with the movie Signs. Ben, how old were we when Signs came out?
I don't know, and I'll be real. I don't think I've ever seen Signs. We were 4.
What?
I've seen like
we were 4. Okay,
of it, but I've never seen the whole movie.
My parents absolutely watched this when it came out, and I absolutely watched it with them, and that's how bad it traumatized me. I am 28, and I remember. Okay, so we're watching, and Ben, let me tell you all the things I crisply remember from watching this movie at 4 years old. Immediately, I remember when the dog dies. Spoiler, everyone, the dog dies.
I didn't know that.
I remember that. Spoiler, the dog dies. I remember that. Jump. Obviously, I remember the tinfoil hats. We all remember the tinfoil hats. It's iconic. And then Ben.
Is it the scene of the alien walking through?
So that was freaky, and it did traumatize me, but it's not like the part that traumatized me. It certainly didn't help. And I think the reason that that didn't traumatize me as bad is because either Saturday Night Live or one of these scary movies did a spoof on it, and that like undid a little bit of the scary.
Mm-hmm. Made it silly.
But moving forward, we get to the part of the movie. We're in the last act. We're in like the basement. Things are intense. Aliens are coming. We're scared. The kid's about to die from an asthma attack. I had mild asthma. Things are bad.
That's me up
Okay.
there.
That's me. This kid's about to die. I'm dying on the inside. And then the alien comes in. And for the first time in this movie, we see the alien. And he's about human size. He looks like a ripped ass dude, but he's green and
Are they
alienish.
green? Are they like gray?
He's like green in signs. Ben, when I tell you that reveal ruined my fucking life.
That's so funny.
I spent literally through high school. There was this part. So my bedroom had my room, and then there was like the closet was almost like a mini room.
Mhm.
Famously, what a closet is, but a little bit bigger than a closet. You could like walk in there, a walk-in closet, if you will, without a door. But there was just like where I had a mirror and this one corner of the closet at nighttime. Something like the light, some piece of clothing or whatever, just looked a little wrong. It looked a little wrong.
Yep.
And quite literally through high school, I would be like staring at my mirror at that spot because I'm like, that's the fucking alien from Signs. The alien from Signs is in my room. And I was one of those kids that left half drank water bottles and glasses around everywhere. And so my parents were always like, you're like that little girl from Signs.
They reinforced it.
Knowing my trauma. No,
reinforced
actually,
it.
they didn't know my trauma. I kept it to
And
myself.
so you were like,
Kept it to
and
myself.
I have asthma. Oh my
I was
god.
like, I have to have them around because the alien.
The connections
So
are
then-
endless.
Finally, I thought it was when you and I lived together, but it might have been when I lived with Sean. I watched the movie finally in my mid-20s. I said, I'm gonna face my fears. And I watched the movie. Oh, it's the worst CGI I've ever seen in my life.
The same thing with Hellraiser, Bloodlines. I was just like, this is boring. This scared me.
No, I love Signs the movie. It's a fantastic movie.
But I'm saying, you go,
that specific
like,
alien.
Not scary. You realize that's not scary at all.
No, he's so derpy looking. He's got a silly little face. And then I finally, like, upon watching the movie, I confessed my fears to my parents, and I was like, "This is what I've been carrying for 20-something years, and I have finally faced my fears."
You're so brave. You're so brave.
Thank you. It was really funny. That's my huge like bravery story. But then we move to my next. Ben, I'm telling you, I have like there are key moments in my journey with horror. My next one was when I don't know, I was still really young, probably like somewhere between 8 and like 12. Now I'm at the age where I have like free reign of the internet because parents didn't know to like control the internet at that point. And I was playing some kids' online games, one of those random websites where they had all the games on them. And I started playing this one where you're just like a kid on a little skateboard and you're supposed to like, I don't know, scooch around and survive. Except this bald guy in a black suit comes on the screen and you're trying to like beat him. You have to beat him, but I had no idea how to play the game. And then he turns into a demon and rips your head off.
What the fuck were you playing? I've never even heard. This sounds like nothing I've played before.
Well, it wasn't some like famous kids
no, but where the
website.
heck
It was just what I found.
I know.
Hell
I'm
if I
saying,
know.
I lived on those websites. I played
Hell
all
if
of
I
the
know.
Flash games.
Dude, I like couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep for days. I was, like, I was so scared.
I can't believe I never encountered this.
Like, I like cried. Didn't tell my parents what was wrong because I was like, that was bad. I was breaking the rules. It was on a kid's game website. It was just like a game that shouldn't have been made for children. But I was so disturbed by it, and I still think about it sometimes. But in the sense of like,
why that game
wasn't good. It wasn't.
I guarantee it's like a cartoon looking.
It is. Yep. It is cartoon. Yep. It was animated. Yep.
But like looking like so silly.
It wasn't good.
Because the man just like these horses grow out, and you're like, oh my god.
And then it's nothing. But it was so unexpected. Like, it was
But
a
I
skateboarding
remember
game. Why
feeling
is there a demon?
I think there was some other like flash game. It was like a point and click game. I can't remember what it was. Those on one of those like flash game websites. I remember playing it and I was so scared, but I was like, I have to do it in secret, even though like no, I didn't. But I was like, oh god, if my parents find out, they're gonna make me stop playing this game because it's not for me. I'm too
Right.
young. And I'm pretty sure
I'm too
looking back, it
little.
was literally just like sometimes when you click, there'd be like a meh sound.
Oh. Did you ever play the little, like the Brave Little Toaster games? Or like the Flying Toaster games?
No.
Okay.
Like
Anyways,
talking about like Pajama
just gonna
Sam
keep
and
it
stuff
moving.
like that?
The Whoa.
You're probably not talking about Pajama Sam. I've never played no Flying
I don't think
Toaster.
so. Well, fine. So we move to my next thing. And this is, we're in middle school. We're like in the 6th grade now. And that is when I had gone to King's Dominion Halloween Haunt before, but this is
Oh
like,
my god.
I'm old enough to process things
Oh
now.
my god.
And my best friend at the time had her little birthday party there, and we did the daytime stuff, and then we tried to do the Halloween Haunt at night stuff. Um, and I remember this is the first time where I was actively experiencing things, and I was nervous but okay. And then the other girlies were straight up scared. But then I was scared when I was at home in my room at night alone. That's when I got scared.
I'm scared in both of those.
And
How the heck you going through Halloween Hunt logically and thinking about it? We are not the
I was
same.
just vibing.
We are not the same.
I was just vibing. Like, I wasn't like not scared, but I wasn't like so scared. They were like, we have to leave at an hour in because we can't handle
Cheyenne, I
this.
am 27. That's how
Which is,
I
again, we're
felt.
6th
That's
grade.
how I felt when we were at Halloween Hunt together. The whole time.
What? It's
Oh my
so
god.
fun.
The whole time I was so scared.
What?
Because you know why? I've seen enough bad horror movies to know that sometimes the
The
scares are
monster
the
is
scares are
real.
more real than you think. An tagline to some
Ooh.
movies. And so the whole time I was like,
Oh.
oh God, I'm so scared. It also doesn't help that I don't want to be embarrassed. And in my head, I'm like,
Oh.
the scary chainsaw man chasing me, I want them to think I'm cool. So I'm still like, okay, I'm scared, but I can't show I'm scared, but that makes me even more like, okay.
You just gotta act normal, man.
It's so hard. Oh my God. Like,
They come up and scare me. I go, ooh, scary. Just talk to them.
I remember we went to Halloween Haunt and a guy just walked next to me and I screamed. He didn't go bleh or anything. He just walked next to me and that was the scariest part.
It wasn't even a monster. It was just like a
No, it
civilian.
was not. It was a guy in a mask. He was wearing a mask. He
Spooky.
walked next to me and went,
Um.
oh, ooh, like he's kind of walked in my field of
Ooh.
vision intentionally. And that was scary enough.
Yeah. Did you get anybody on the knee pads coming at you? Like
I
the sliders?
No, I would have
Oh,
done the
you probably would
no.
have passed out.
I would have flipped it. You would look over it, you'd see just a dust cloud in my shape.
Me and Harrison, like, well, I'm not going after him.
I'm gone.
So I included that because that's the first time I was like experiencing something and not scared, but still was scared later. Um, and then same girl, another birthday, wanted to see Sinister when that came out in theaters.
Hmm.
And I hung it pretty good. I was chilling until we got to the lawnmower scene, and then that was kind of a lot.
Oh, yes. I was thinking, I always get Sinister and Insidious confused. Sinister is the one where
No, that's so fair.
it's the family who, like, the demon follows the families when they move.
Yes,
Yes.
it's the Ethan Hawke one.
Yes.
So we watched that in theaters, and I was like, pretty fine. Like, this is the first time I'm starting to realize you can experience the spook when it's happening, and then you leave and you're like,
Oh, you're
oh,
fine.
it's over. Except on the way home, there was some kind of light reflecting on the back window in the car, and it looked like the face. Just enough, because my brain was already primed. So then I was spooked about that, but I was only spooked for like a day.
Oh,
So we're making progress.
wow, impressive.
And then again, same girl, not her birthday. I just was over at her house one day. And this is when I said, I'm ready to dabble. So we watched, and one day we
I love
watched
the I'm ready to experiment.
Insidious. In one day, this is the first time I've decided I'm ready to experience horror, truly. But we watched Insidious, The Conjuring, and the first Paranormal Activity. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh my god.
And that was totally fine. The only thing that got me there was the part in Insidious where the red demon is like behind the guy. You just see
Behind
his
them.
face.
Yeah, the split second.
Yeah, and then the shadow part where you see him point, but it's just the shadow.
Was that in sixth grade when that
So
came
that
out?
I don't know how old I am at this point. Now we're just going based on like
Okay. Insidious, I think,
experience.
came out 2012-ish, 2011, maybe 2013.
Oh yeah, I'm not watching it when it came out. This is just like when I'm deciding it's time. So then the little shadow pointing thing freaked me out for a while because I had a lot of shadows in my bedroom. So then that always spooked me, and I was like, oh my god, what if I ever see a shadow do that? Like, what am I supposed to do? Or oh my god, what if I ever see that red face guy? Like, what do you do?
Mm-hmm.
Now we're encountering the like, what happens if this happens to you? You're like thinking about it. You're not just like
You're not
adrenaline
just
scared. You're
scared
like
of it.
mental
You're
scared.
like, I need a game plan. I'm
I
woefully
need
unprepared for
to
these
be ready.
situations.
Exactly. We're coming to the ending. So now we've gotten to the part. I don't know how we get from Insidious to this, but now we're at the part where I'm like a full-fledged King's Dominion Halloween haunt. I'm going every day of every weekend. I'm obsessed with it. I love the monsters. I love the jump scare. I'm full sending it in that area. And about the same time, I'm watching The Conjuring again and The Babadook. And I watched The Babadook towards the end of high school, alone in my room at night.
That's something
And
that's
I
scary.
was no, but that's the first horror movie
That
that
I'm
I
gonna
was
take
like,
on by myself.
oh, but also like, oh, I get it. The scary part is not the scary thing, is what the movie's about.
Sometimes it's about degloving. That's the scary part.
Well, that's also true. But in this one, I was like, oh, horror movies are like not just to like scare
Oh yeah,
you.
they
There's like
usually have a
something
deeper meaning. At least the
there.
good ones do. Some of them don't.
Right. So that opened up a whole little like, oh. And from there, I became hoopst. I am now a full blown lover of horror. Not too many things freak me out. I do have a little list of things that do. But now I just want to, it's pretty much the only genre of movie I watch at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Unless there's something specific outside of horror that I want to watch.
If you're at home looking on a horror movie.
Yeah, it's comforting. It's stimulating to the brain, unless it's not, because sometimes you don't want one that is.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it. There are so many things to love about it. Notably, I love it because, as I mentioned last week, it's such a good way to take these big, kind of inaccessible topics for some people and put it in very tangible and understandable terms.
Mm-hmm.
Obsessed with that. I also, as an anxiety girly, I was informed from my therapist that probably a huge reason I enjoy horror is like self-treatment for anxiety, because it's a very controlled
way to express
and
your.
there's a set time.
You know what?
To allow anxiety to like have its moment, and then we're like, okay, done.
You know what? And I think that's because I often say that I process my emotions by directing them towards media.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's probably I do the same thing where I'm like, oh, any anxiety I feel is because of this thing that I watched. I'm gonna direct my anxiety towards that.
Oh,
I do the same thing.
okay,
If
yeah.
I'm feeling sad, I love to put on something sad to really lean into that. Since like, oh,
Sure.
all
Yeah.
my sadness is there. That's the sad thing.
Okay. You're like redirecting the
I'm
source.
redirecting it. I think it works.
Mine is like, you know how some people's big advice is like, oh, just run because you'll be so tired that you can't be
Some people say.
anxious. A lot of people are like, you should exercise and like run because you exert so much extra energy that you won't have the energy to be so anxious.
No,
That doesn't work for
you
me
run to get the
very
endorphins.
well. Well, I just don't like running, and also working out. It helps a little bit in the anxiety department. Like it does burn off some extra energy, but also people without anxiety work out. So it's not enough energy burnt, you know? But like horror, I'm like, okay, I have an hour and a half to 2 hours where I get to take all this extra that's up here, put it into watching this experience that
And
I
then
already
it's
think is fun.
and
So
then it's
instead of it being
over.
negative, I'm like,
It's not
skilly.
real. It's not real. You go, you're feeling your anxiety, and then you watch your
Yeah.
thing, and you're feeling
Mhm.
the feeling, but it's not a real feeling, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's great. So that's another huge reason I really, really like it. However, the things that still get me are brain things. Some brain things still get
Like,
me
when you
because
say brain thing, does that mean like someone losing like their sense of reality kind of brain thing? Or like someone's
no, I mean
brain being like sliced open?
yeah, I
I can
don't
have fun with
like
that.
how long your brain can function while being violently injured. Like I don't like that your brain could see another part of your brain on the ground and know that and keep going.
I think that I think I'm different, I would die immediately.
You wouldn't
No, but
though.
I'm different, so I would die immediately. That
There's
I need
like
to confront that.
so many parts. There's like so much of your brain that could just like be outside your brain and your brain can see it and know it and you're still like rocking.
I'm built different. You didn't consider that.
Um
Some people in the world
another
are built different.
example, another example is like when Glenn got batted in The
Spoilers for
Walking
Walking
Dead.
Dead.
Didn't like that. Okay, that's been like 10 years
It's been
ago.
like 8 years.
Didn't like that. Didn't like that the bat hit him and you could see that his eye was popping out a little bit and his head was busted open and his brain was like exposed and squished, but he still had enough brain for just long enough to be like, I know what's happening to me.
That stuff is fine to me. What I can't handle is, like I said, broken
No,
bones.
how is it fine?
Broken bones are way
People
worse. Broken because like, what are you supposed to do?
break bones all the
I know,
time.
and I don't want it to happen, and it's happened like already to me, and I didn't like it.
You didn't break a bone. You dislocated your
I
shoulder.
broke my elbow when I was a kid, and I was
Oh,
scared.
really?
Cheyenne,
You could break an elbow.
Cheyenne, do you see my scar?
I just
I have a
sorry, I
big
haven't spent a
scar on
lot of
my
time staring
elbow.
at your elbow.
I mean, it's hard to make out now, and it's in the camera, but it's so noticeable if you pay attention to it.
I don't pay attention to your elbow, Ben.
It's a big old scar.
It's just not what I'm concerned about with you.
That's
Is
crazy.
is not your elbow. Um
You can't see it.
so I don't like the brain. Um Also famously, this isn't really like something I dislike about horror. It's just like a funny wall that I run into and I know you're on the same boat, Ben. We're like sometimes oftentimes in horror something happens and I'm like, "Nah, I'm just off in myself. Like I don't want to deal with that."
Oh, 100%. No, no, and it's not even like because it's too scary. Sometimes, like, no,
Oh no.
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 My
Sometimes if I just think about all the trauma that comes with that, I'm like, I wouldn't want to deal
see,
with it. I'm just off
my
in
concern is
myself.
not the trauma. I'm just like, I just simply couldn't. Therefore, I wouldn't. Whenever I watch the
No,
Alien
that's like so
movies,
fair.
because you've not seen any of the Alien
Yeah,
movies,
no, I'm
right?
not doing that. Huh. Oh, like
Yeah, you've not
Alien.
seen any of them,
TM.
right?
No.
My
Mm-mm.
favorite part about all of them, because most of them are like more of an adventure, like we gotta get from point A to point B. That's the challenge.
Okay, cute.
And it's like
Cute.
always, oh, here's another wall in the way. Here's another wall in the way. The second I hit that first wall, no. No. When they're like, oh no, our way to get,
Same.
because half the time it's like, oh, our exit, which is right here, is no longer right here. We got to go all the way around through the ship full of monsters to get there. I'm like, I'm not going to
I
do
don't
that
want to deal with that.
actually. I actually won't.
I don't.
That's
No.
so funny you
Like,
think that. Simply no. And when you
What's
get to
the
that
point? Like,
point and it's
again,
like, "Oh, no, they tore this down, but if we get to the radio tower, we can do" No, no.
no, no. Again, coming back to The Walking Dead, just because I just talked about it. Zombie apocalypse. What's the point?
Zombie apocalypse I am gonna stick around for.
What?
Because
What's the point?
my FOMO's too powerful. My FOMO's too powerful.
But you'd never have another chicken Caesar
But
salad
here's the
or wrap.
thing, everyone else is trauma bonding without you.
That's in any case.
You're gonna be dead and everyone's trauma bonding. Oh, okay,
That's
cool.
the same
So
thing with your alien thing.
no, because that one it's just me having
Yeah.
no. Because in the alien situation, it's not an alien takeover. It's just me and like a group of people, an alien like on a ship. It's not a universal thing. My friends at
Well,
home
those
are
people are
probably
trauma
living
bonding.
normal life. But if y'all are trauma bonding in the zombie apocalypse and developing a zombie aesthetic, like, come on.
Now, I will say, Mad Max World, I'm not offing myself. I'll hang around for
Of
that.
course, we're sticking around Mad Max World for aesthetic reasons.
That's cool. I want to be cool. I want to be
And
furious.
I was the same way about zombie apocalypse because you can just do whatever you want and it's fun.
Eh. Eh.
I just
But yeah, even Cloverfield. What's the point of surviving that? That's a lot.
I
I don't
really
want to do
think that
that.
you're ignoring the fact the world's trauma bonding without you.
I don't care.
Universal trauma
It sounds
bonding. So
inconvenient
you're
to deal
telling me
with.
in the afterlife. So like, oh, you're already done. And then down the line, other people join you, and now they're all so tight. They have inside jokes and shit because, and they probably created like world lore that you don't know about. Is that what you want?
I would have been hanging out with other people in the meantime. It's
Well, they go,
fine.
oh yeah, the Great Reawakening that happened, and you go, what's that? And they go, oh, you had to be there.
Okay, I wasn't.
We ain't the same, dude. We ain't the
I don't
same.
care.
I've told people in the zombie apocalypse they have to keep me around. If I'm
Well,
a
you would be
zombie,
helpful
if I'm a
also.
zombie,
Oh,
no, I'm in zombie mode. You have to keep me around.
okay, but while we're on this is so interesting, Ben, because we're both also like, listen, if we're in a stranded situation and I die, just eat me. It's
Yeah,
fine.
100%. But you have to
I
value
feel like
it.
that goes hand in hand.
It does. And what did I tell you? If you eat me, what do you have to
I got to
do?
keep your finger bone.
You have to keep a bone. I'm not saying it's be finger bone. I just say that's
I thought it was your fingy.
no, it's whatever you want. I just say that's
Oh,
probably
okay.
the most convenient because it's small. But if you wanted to like have my skull as well, go for it.
Okay, maybe it'll be a little bowl.
No, something on display. Don't make me practical. Jesus.
Display bowl,
I
like
want to have a
China.
place of honor. What the hell?
Like fine
If you
China.
put like tomato soup in me, I'm gonna be pissed off.
Ew, you'd be too porous. It wouldn't work.
Fine, cereal. Don't put anything in me. I want to be on display. I want to be like on a
Like fine
mantle.
China.
Oh my god.
Okay, but also like if I'm in a plane crash and I survive, no, I'm not.
No, because
No.
no, it depends. Is something broken?
What if it's like your pinky toe is broken? It's the most inconsequential thing.
I actually did break my pinky toe one time.
And you're still here to tell the tale, so I guess you'd hang on.
I'm so brave.
I could come out perfectly fine and I'd be like, I don't want to deal with this. I'm going.
I'm so brave.
Bye. But yeah, that is that it? Is that all my notes? Let's see. Yeah. Oh, and some mental stuff. Not in the sense of like questioning your own reality, like you were talking about, but more of like say in line with the realizing how much trauma that would cause, and then just being like, I wouldn't be able to deal with that. I'm good.
I simply don't want to.
I don't want to, so I'm not going to.
And also, when I say I'm gonna off myself in a horror movie, it's not because I'm like I can't deal with this. It's because I just know I couldn't.
Yeah.
Anything.
Mine's not because I'm too scared. It's just like this is too inconvenient for me. I'm not
That's
going
your
to do
thought.
this.
Mine's like, I can't do it. You know, and it's gonna get me. It's gonna get me. So what's the point?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, why am I going to suffer until it inevitably happens?
I will not overcome. Simply will not.
No, I will not adapt, nor will I overcome.
I don't learn
So
lessons.
I guess another cute thing horror does is it shows me how low my will to survive is. It's non-existent. um so Ben, that's my long and detailed journey
That's a beautiful
with
journey.
this beautiful, wonderful genre.
It is a phenomenal genre. It's
It
just so
is.
accessible, so good. Sometimes I can say something, sometimes it doesn't.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Do you have like a favorite thing about horror?
I think my favorite parts of horror is when it gets campy. I love a good campy horror.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
When there's having a good
Mm-hmm.
time. Um, I think right now, because like Obsession's like the current big movie.
Oh,
And
I want to see
who
it.
was I? What was the? Oh, Jordan Peele was talking about like the link between like comedy and horror and how it's like very
Yes.
similar. And I agree. And that's like my favorites when it's silly
Yeah.
and just has a good time. And then you get a little spook, a little scream.
Yeah. I love a balance. Jennifer's Body really did a great job with the balance of
Oh,
horror and funny.
yes. Scream is another one I think is very, it's very
Yes.
campy, but also it takes itself very seriously. And that's what I really like.
Yeah. Yeah. So, listeners, what's your journey with horror? What are your favorite parts of horror and your favorite things of horror?
Mhm.
Let us know in the comments. I guess before we go, what's your favoriteest horror movie, Ben?
Mine? Ooh,
Yeah.
I think it's gotta be, it's probably Black Christmas. But in this moment,
You do
because
love
not
that
in the
one.
Christmas season, I'm not feeling Black Christmas, like I don't watch it.
Okay.
I'm going with the Haunt
Uh-huh.
or Haunt. It's just called Haunt.
You
I
do
love
love
Haunt.
that one. You do. What is my favorite movie? This is a hard one. This is a hard one because it changes. It changes. I have three that I'm trying to decide between.
Can I guess?
Yeah,
The Conjuring's in it. That's one of them.
it is.
I
Yeah,
think another one. I think because we're fresh off Jennifer's Body, you're still feeling. I think that one's up there.
I am. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. And I think the third one has not been covered.
You're right.
Okay. Okay. That's me hinting, pulling for a little hint.
No, you got it. I'll give it to you.
Okay. I have no idea.
I think you do. You're just not getting there. Sinners.
Sinners. Really?
Sinners. I love Sinners.
That's one of your favorite.
Love
I guess in my head,
Sinners.
those are
Yeah,
too
it's up
recent
there.
for me to consider like favorite status yet.
Oh, there's so many things about it. There's so many things about it I love. So, The Conjuring because it's my first like I fuck with horror. Not the first time I watched it, but it is the
First time
first
you
like
were
oh I
like,
fuck with
you're like, I'm
horror.
having a good time.
Yeah, it's the starter drug, I say. Jennifer's Body because you can go listen to our two Jennifer's Bodies episodes to know why it's on my list of favorites. And then
Mhm.
Sinners, I will save for the day that we cover it. And with that, everyone, club members, you can. Oh boy, I don't have the script in front of me. Let's see how I do, Ben.
Uh-oh, I believe in you.
Please give us a like and a share, maybe a follow if you're feeling spicy. Um, Tell your friends and family about us.
Mhm.
Share. It really helps us out. And the more of you that watch and vote, the more power you have over what we cover. So get on it. You can follow us on TikTok and Letterbox at the number 9 LHC Pod, I think.
Mhm.
Might be Instagram too, to be honest with you. You know what? It's either the number 9 LHC Pod or the number 9 Lives Horror Club on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever about the Reddit. Nobody cares about the Reddit. I think that's it.
Okay, Redditor.
The people don't care about the Reddit. I
People
don't
don't use
know.
Reddit, so
That's blatantly not true. Um, you keep an eye on the social. No, this will come out after, so don't keep an eye on the socials. you'll see us for a movie on Friday. So stay spooky. And we will see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.